Just to quote Edgar Casey, gemstones have a helpful influence when worn about the body as a source of those vibrations that are needed. Hematites are believed to help grounding and offer protection from negative energies. Judy Hall tells us that the hematites support the timid woman, boosts self-esteem, removes self-limitations. If you want all these benefits, why not bead for yourself a bracelet with these powerful gemstones? Just keep watching to learn how to bead this beautiful design. Today's bracelet is made with 4mm hematite cubes. Very, very beautiful. The non-magnetic ones, obviously. And here we have just a modified peyote technique. This is the cat. We also use the 11/0 seed beads, just the round ones. If you prefer to use Delicas, is absolutely beautiful. And then I am going to use a 2-strand magnetic clasp for the clasp. Okay, as you can see, this is beautiful on both sides. And okay, if we get into the properties of the crystals, here the hematites will give you a lovely, nice sense and vibe of grounding. As for the structure of the bracelet, if you need this or you want this type of fit around your wrist, and if you are going to use this type of bracelet, you are going to bead your circumference around the wrist minus ½ inch, which will be covered by the clasp. So this is how you know how much beading you are going to do. And in this case, for 6½ inches, take ½ inch apart, and this leaves us with 6 inches of beading. It's really up to you how wide you want to make the bracelet. Anyway, the one that I have just shown you is made on 9 seed beads. So we pick up 9 seed beads, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And now let's have a look. Here we will have 3 groups of 3 beads. This is actually a kind of, maybe, if there is such a thing, 3-drop peyote stitch. So this means that we consider a group of 3 as 1 peyote bead. And here we have 3, so here we will have an odd count peyote stitch with that special type of turn. And if you don't know how to do the odd count peyote stitch, I will quickly tell you now how we do it. So here we separate the groups of 3. We pick up 3 seed beads, skip this one, go through the next one, like this. And now only for the first turn, I'm going to pick up 3, go back from upside down on the first 3 beads that I have added. And let me try and find a better focus here. Okay. And now here I have the tail. The tail will always indicate me what side of the band I have the what I call the special turn, the odd count. Now I go up 2 seed beads, if I can. Okay. Why is this happening on camera? Maybe just to show you that this can happen. Now we move the thread to the left under the first bead that we've added on this first row. Okay, it goes like this. And now we go from the top to the bottom through this group of 3 that we can consider one peyote bead. Okay. And now we are ready for what is called the third row. So for this we pick up 3 seed beads, which is our group, our normal group, go through the ones that stick out, and they are actually the last 3 seed beads. As we know, this turn is a normal peyote turn, so the turn opposite the side where we have the tail is just a normal peyote turn. So for this we pick up 3 seed beads, go through the next 3 that are slightly outer than the others, if I can say that. And now we are on the side with the tail, so here we have the special turn. I pick up 3 seed beads, and with a needle I go under the thread that is in between the seed beads on the side. Okay. And then I go back down. And this is how I bead that, what I call the special turn for the odd peyote count. Let's make another peyote. This is just a normal. We go down. We turn our work and up with a normal peyote turn where we skip the first 3 and go through the next 3. Okay. And here where we have the tail, we know that we are going to do the special turn. So pick up 3, go under the thread between the last 2 seed beads on the side. Okay, we make sure that the beads sit nicely on top of the previous ones, and here we are. And this is how we have also set up for ourselves the starting part of the bracelet, where later we will attach our clasp to. In my design, as you can see, I have added the hematite cubes only in the middle. And to have that, as you can see here, we have 3, a dip, and again 3. When the thread is before this dip, here will be where we put our cube, our 4mm hematite cube. So let's add our first cube, just like this. You just consider the cube as a stack of 3. Okay, and this is how it looks like when we added the cube. Now, after we added the cube, we have a few steps in between here and here that we repeat along the length to get the full design. So the first step of this repetition sequence is a peyote with 3 beads, where we have peyote, go through the next one, peyote. Being the side with the threads, with the tail, we do the turn. Okay. The second step of the turn is move the thread through the cube and through the first 3 seed beads. The third step, pick up 3, go through the cube, pick up 3, so just the peyote, and being on this side, we have again the special turn. The fourth step of the repetition sequence, pick up 3, go over the cube through the next 3, we turn. Here we must make sure that the beads sit nicely. Step 5, 1, 2, 3, peyote, with seed beads, a special turn, Step 6, peyote with seed beads. Step 7, peyote with seed beads. The turn. And as you can see, we have a stack of 2 on top of the cube. Here we are at the dip, so here we are adding the cube. And this is how we repeat this sequence and have the length of the bracelet. Let's repeat the sequence between the cubes one more time together. So step 1, pick up 3, peyote, go through the cube, pick up 3, and do the turn. Go back through the cube and the first beads in the row. That was step 2. Here step 3, peyote. Back again through the cube and do the turn. Pick up 3, in this step we add 3 and peyote over the cube. And now peyote with 3 seed beads. Here we have the turn. One more peyote with 3 seed beads. Another row of peyote. Here we have the turn. And here we have finished our repeating sequence. Because we have 2 stacks on top of the cube and the thread is above the dip. So pick up the cube go through the next 3 seed beads and continue with the sequence that I have just made with you again. Let's say that you are happy with the length of your bracelet and you have added the last cube and you prepare to finish off the bracelet, and we just repeat one more sequence of the repeating one. The turn, peyote over the cube, and we finish. If we need, we can actually work a few more rows with just normal peyote with the seed beads. Okay, and when we make sure that this side has the same length as the starting point, we just sew this length the same with this one. We just have our clasp and start building, as we usually do, the loops under and over like this. Okay, under, over, in a continuous untwisted circle. When you have reinforced 3 or 4 times, you move your thread to the other side and do the same under, over, and let's say that you use these 2 seed beads, and again, and this is how you make sure that your clasp is well reinforced. Okay, and you can actually reinforce the entire area of this clasp by going back a few stitches just to retrace the final stitches. At the end, you will have this beautiful bracelet. Everybody will be happy to have one. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. You can find more designs in the playlist that is attached at the end. See you with our next tutorial. And don't forget to give me a like if you really enjoyed it. Thank you.